What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
So I'm a little late getting to this one, but I definitely wanted to put out content and talk about it, especially because I talk about Vince Carter on this channel, and I specifically talk about Vince Carter's career on the New Jersey Nets on this channel. And it appears that the New Jersey Nets are planning on retiring, or Brooklyn Nets, my bad. The Brooklyn Nets are planning on retiring. They were in New Jersey when Vince Carter played for them, but they're going to retire his jersey. And I've been on record on this channel talking about how incredible Vince was on that Nets team. And underrated. Like, I thought he was the best. At that time, for at least 2 of those years with the Nets, I thought he was as good or better than LeBron James. I know, crazy talk. Maybe there's some bias there. But one thing you can't argue is that he was during that time with the Nets, Carter was definitely a top 10 player in the league. No question. He was that good. Those first 3 years with the Nets. Those last 50, 60 games he played after the trade, and those 2 seasons after, he was that guy. He was. Definitely top 10, in my opinion. But I'm looking at the list of Nets players who have their jerseys retired. Drazen Petrovic, Jason Kidd, John Williamson, Bill Melch, Dr. J, Buck Williams. All deserving. Vince Carter? No. No. I'm sorry. And he was incredible those 3 seasons. But there is not enough Nets history there that warrants Vince Carter getting his jersey retired. If they had deeper playoff runs, if they made it to the finals, if they had won at least one championship, okay, maybe. But I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, they never made it to the conference finals. They lost to the Miami Heat 1 or 2 years, and they lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I know at a minimum they lost to the Heat once and the Cavaliers, maybe the Heat twice. Could be wrong. And each of those series, the Nets had a damn good team. And I thought they could beat the Miami Heat, and I thought they could beat the Cavaliers. I thought they were for sure going to beat the Cavaliers. I was wrong, obviously. His last 2 years with the Nets, I don't even think they made the playoffs. And I think some of that had to do with Jason Kidd being traded either at the beginning of the 07-08 season or in the offseason. But Kidd was gone after that, and they didn't make the playoffs. With Vince Carter being the guy now. Well, he was already the best player before, but Jason Kidd was basically that undisputed team leader. Like I said, for 3 of those years, he played at an extremely high level. But couldn't get out the second round. Didn't finish off his tenure strong with the Nets. Didn't play, over 5 or 6 seasons with the Nets. That's not enough to get your jersey retired, man. What are we doing? And I love Vince. And he was a beast with the Nets for the first 3 years. But no. Those first 3 years with the Nets, if you look at his season averages, he averaged roughly, if you were to round it up, all 3 seasons, average about, say, 26 points per game, about 5 or 6 rebounds a game, 5 or 6 assists a game. He was that good. One of those years, he even shot like 42% from three-point land. He was cooking. I think that's when he initially came in on the trade. He just came out cooking. He was clutch, super clutch with the Nets, everything. He still had his athleticism. He was still putting down windmill dunks, catching crazy alley-oops, double clutch reverses off the pass from J. Kidd. Listen, he wasn't some old bag of fossils. Was he jumping like prime Vince Carter? No. But he was still jumping higher than almost anybody else in the league still. Still a better dunker than practically almost anybody in the league still. I just tell you how ridiculous VC was. But no. Sorry, you got this wrong. Brooklyn Nets ownership. I don't know why you're. This is No. You take his best 3 years as a Net versus his best 3 years as a Raptor, and he was a better basketball player with the Nets than he was on the Raptors. In fact, when Vince went to the Nets, he actually started playing some pretty good defense consistently. And that's one reason why I did put him over LeBron James, is because he was defensively better than LeBron. LeBron didn't start playing defense till the beginning of the 2008 season, is when we seen LeBron assert himself on defense. Vince was a monster, but no. Sorry. Can't go there. The standard now for getting your jersey retired. What is this? What? Now you got people getting jerseys where it's like, this guy would have never got a jersey back in the day. Would never got his jersey retired. They trying to give statues to anybody now. Like, statues to me should be reserved for people that are like arguably in that top 10, top 15, top 20, somewhere in there, you're deserving of a statue. Like, you have to be legendary, right, to get a statue, in my opinion. Now they just talking about, oh, we're going to give him a statue one day. Oh, we're going to give him a statue one day. Not just legendary, but legendary. What did you do with that franchise in your legend? You know what I mean? Now they're just talking about giving away statues like it's damn hotcakes at a carnival. Like, what are we doing? And given that it's easier to get your jersey retired than getting a statue, they just giving jerseys out. And the rafters like it's nothing. Like, you can be a great role player and get your jersey retired if your contributions were extremely meaningful and long-term during your time with that franchise. A Robert Horry with the Lakers, a Derek Fisher with the Lakers, right? And honestly, I would retire Richard Jefferson and Kenyon Martin's jersey before I retired Vince. Jefferson played, around 8 years, 7, 8, 9, something like that. I think just under a decade with the Nets, and went to the 2 NBA final appearances they had, and was a big part of them going to the finals. His rookie year was that first time they went to the 2002 finals, and they went back the next year. Lost to the Lakers, lost to the Spurs. Kenyon Martin didn't play there as long. I don't even think Kenyon Martin played as long as Vince, but Martin was there for both finals appearances and was a huge part in their success. Both sides of the floor, and an energy guy, and a finisher. Who do you think Jason Kidd was throwing? Jason Kidd was just throwing lobs to Richard Jefferson all day. Kenyon Martin was collecting, and he was a rim protector. Energy guy. I would even with just 4 years, I believe, that Kenyon Martin played on that franchise, less time than Vince, contributions. Sorry, he had larger contributions to the team and the success of that team. I would retire Kenyon Martin before that. Before I retire VC. And VC's a better player than both Martin and RJ, but that's how I'm laying it out. A Manu Ginobili with the San Antonio Spurs. These are the kinds of role players, even though Ginobili was a star caliber player, don't get me wrong, but we know he played a role. These are the type of role players that can get their jersey retired. They put their time in and made major contributions with this franchise. But no, Vince Carter, no. You got this wrong, and I am a Vince Carter guy. And I know how good he was those first 3 years with the Nets. But no, that's not enough to get your jersey retired. I'm sorry. If I was Vince, I would have been like, hey, man, I appreciate the notion. This means a lot to me. But can we sit down at the table? I hope this doesn't come out in bad taste, but I am not deserving of this. I am not. I am sorry. Maybe they're looking at things he was doing in the community, too. And it's like, man, he was super active in the community and did a lot for this city. Yeah, let's throw that in there too and get his jersey up in the rafters. I'm sorry though, man. No. Toronto, I get it. He played longer in Toronto. He was an all-star caliber in Toronto. They were an expansion team for the most part. A newer franchise. He put them on the map. He put butts in the seat. He was Air Canada. He was the human highlight. Got him. No, but Vince was like the most entertaining player in the league. You know, when he came in, everybody wanted to see Vince play. Everybody wanted to see his athleticism. Everybody wanted to see his dunks. Everybody wanted to see his wow factor. I get it. So what he meant to Toronto was far more important than what was happening in Brooklyn or New Jersey at the time. But no, I'm sorry. Not the Nets. Even though I think he was a better player, like peak for peak Vince in Toronto versus Nets, I think the Nets version was better, but still, no. There is more of an argument for his jersey getting retired in Toronto, and it will be, if it's not already. I don't know, probably, I would hope so, it's by now, but no. Can't go there. Nowadays, you got people saying Draymond Green deserves to get a statue. Klay Thompson deserves to get a statue. No. The only person that deserves a statue for Golden State is Steph Curry. Draymond and Klay and whoever else, Iguodala, whoever else, they can get jerseys, but Steph is the only guy that is deserving of a statue for that franchise. I'm talking about in this era of Golden State Warriors. But then you got them talking about Klay Thompson statues and Draymond Green statues. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Oh my gosh, man. The more they keep doing this, I'm like, the value of getting a statue is going down. I can't even look at it no more the same way once I see the type of players getting statues now. We live in an NBA today. We live in an NBA era where it's just all about freaking awards and decorations. Like, they just creating new awards and decorations and just handing them out. Add this to your legacy. Let's create some more awards to give out. What? Whoa, what happened to the standard? Maybe I'm just a angry old Hoops fan. Hey, AOH, man, you mind if I be like AOH Junior or AOH 2 or something, bro? Like, would you be mad? Like, oh my God, it's just, just hearing this stuff, it's like, and I grew up with Vince, and I love Vince, but no, can't do it. Our franchise is just desperate now. They just want to hang more rafters up in the jersey to be like, look at all the players that played here. You should want to sign here too. Like, what? Man, it took them this long to get Shaq's jersey retired. I'm pointing like I'm in a stadium with the rafters. But it took them this long to get Shaq's jersey retired months ago. I was surprised because I was like, damn, I would have thought Shaq had his jersey retired already. And Shaq only played a handful of years in Orlando, but he had far more success in Orlando. They went to a finals. They had some long playoff runs than what Vince did in New Jersey. And Shaq was bigger and better than Vince, period. So that makes sense. But Vince, no, sorry, can't go there. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about it, man. Check out our Vince Carter playlist. I appreciate you for stopping in, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.